Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Sunday, January 28th, 2024, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Now Mind You podcast. Meow, 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 meow. It
Nah.
is episode 103. We're in the hundreds now, baby. 103 Manga. We're your hosts. I'm TJ.
Matt.
Bryce had a work conflict, but he will be back with us next week. And I got to give Bryce and Matt a shout out for covering for me last weekend when I was dealing with a family emergency. So much appreciated, fellas. Couldn't do this without you guys. It's just nice to have teammates and homies that got your back like that. But with that being said, as far as announcements are concerned, as per usual, check out the social media, hit up our flow code page, our flow page, because that has the links to everything we got. Check out the manga caps, check out what we have to offer, etc. If you didn't already know this, although we do get some quite a bit of traffic from there, we are on YouTube. You can listen to us directly on our YouTube page, or if you have the YouTube Music app, you can also follow the podcast and get the episodes that way. As far as the docket is concerned, within our announcements, it's a little light today, right? We got Hajime no Ippo, Sakamoto Days, and we got Chainsaw Man. It's just what it is, but we did not forget that we are planning on adding another manga to the roster, so stay tuned for that. The fellas and I need to just kind of get together and figure out how we want to introduce it. But if you've
hmm
listened to our past episodes, you kind of know which one it's going to be, but just keep your eyes peeled for that. Without further ado, Matt, it's on you, player.
All right. Well, we out the gate with some wild shit. Um,
Well, give yourself your flowers, because did you not call this out?
yeah, man. I knew that nigga was locked up.
The
He's too
energy
wild,
energy
bro.
switch up was crazy.
No,
Yeah.
I knew he was locked up, bro. He's too OC. Way too OC. Nah, his introduction let me know what type of time he was on. And they just, for whatever reason, Mashiba just got to fight the dirtiest niggas to ever exist. He got to
That's
just fight
true
the worst
though.
of the worst.
He's always trying to leave his demons behind.
And they
And
just like,
they
well, you can
keep
fight a demon then.
right.
So Rosario pull up. First of all, this is chapter 1446. Rosario arrives in Japan. So picking up where we left off, no one knows where Rosario is, and it's the week of the title match. Rosario finally makes it to Japan. He's walking through the airport with this 21 Savage tattoo on his forehead, and
Bro.
his manager is like, "Yo, it's really wild that you acting all irritated and shit because like." Do you know what I had to do to even get you up out of here? Apparently, the reason Marcus Rosario was not around was because he was in jail because he shot at somebody who apparently shot at him first, according to him.
Allegedly.
Right, allegedly. After he kind of snaps at Rosario, he flashes him a look, and then he's like, "Look, man, just give me some water." You say, "I can't give you no water. You know, you're doing your weight cut, and you got to go check your weight at the hotel first." And after he gets through getting irritated, he decides to cause a scene and is like, "How come these Japanese people aren't greeting me?" and shit like that. And he's like, "Dude, you gotta relax." And he was like, "What are they looking at?" And he was like, "All of this is like wrong. Like, you gotta do something to change this shit. Give me some water or I'm gonna shoot you." And I'm not even joking. He literally threatens to shoot this man if he doesn't give him water. And then after drinking the water, throws the water bottle at a random person in the airport and storms out.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the people that was there was that boxing reporter who was at the airport for his arrival. And
Mm-hmm.
he picks up the bottle having, obviously witnessed this. So honestly, this is like that's the end of the chapter. And honestly, for me, this kind of feels like the Brian Hawk situation for Takamura. Takamura. So uh I mean, I just feel like this is kind of like that beginning, like, the foreign challenger or foreign champion shows up, very disrespectful and all that. And then there's all obviously the internal conflicts and things like that that Mashi was gonna have to face, like how Takamura did when he had to overcome this guy. This finna be harder than a Samawara fight for sure. I think also we're going to be in a situation where we're going to see him very actively again trying to hold that beast back, that
Yep.
monster. because this guy is most definitely gonna try to pull the absolute worst out of Mashiba. This is about to be crazy.
Yeah,
Y'all know how I get for these Mashiba fights, man. I'm hyped. I'm very excited for this. I'm gonna pass it to you, TJ.
man, I just feel like Mashima's beast is looking like Karama, except the cell door isn't made out of some type of steel. It's more like paper. Like it really doesn't take much for those demons to be like, just let us take over, Mashima. We'll make it quick. Go back to your happy place. It's just yeah.
Bro, this nigga said, I'm gonna make sure everyone is just as unhappy as me. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't want peace. I
I
want
want
problems always.
always. Oh yeah, problems always. My bad. That's just me.
Yeah, he said he's gonna make everybody happy. It's like, look, I don't really have much to add because Matt, you called this last week. The reporters hiding behind the corner, like, ugh, like, just like, man, it's a
Hmm.
good thing we didn't go out and meet this nigga, huh? Like,
Man, good
just,
thing.
and the only other thing I'll say is like, all right, it looks like he does kind of have hair because that one crazy ass panel where he basically gives his manager the you are dispensable look
Hmm.
like it looked like there was like some hair follicles back there as opposed to whatever the fuck we saw the first time we were intro to him. But yeah, chapter was crazy. The chap you know what, this is what I will say. That chapter was probably the most tense Ippo chapter I've ever read.
It was very tense.
Like to the point where you as a reader feel like, man, I'm just is something about to pop off at this airport? Like
This nigga,
even you
bro.
kind of heave that sigh of relief that the
Yeah.
reporters heave at the end of the chapter. That's all I'm gonna say.
They
Crazy.
hid around a corner from this man.
And he's one man, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's who is well, we say man loosely. I'm still not sure that this dude is human, but
We'll
yes.
find out soon.
Right. Hey, shit, I got nothing else. Shall we stroll over to something that's equally fucking tense, Sakamoto Days?
Man, man. Yeah, let's get it.
All right, Yuto Suzuki, you already know what it is. 152, titled Speed Run. Look, I think you and Bryce made the comparison to domains from Jujutsu Kaisen. Last week, was it? Good job, because nothing has ever been more true, bro. I'm already skipping ahead, but yeah, this is titled Speed Run. Where we leave off, Nagamo stabbed Gaku with some sleight of hand. Basically that invisible knife coming out of his like Swiss Army setup, like the Swiss Army suitcase, Swiss Army blades, however you want to call them. They're fucking crazy. How would I summarize this? I rare it's rare that I summarize chapters like this, but you know that when I do, shit went down. This is my summary. You ready, y'all? Well, shit. That's yeah.
Well, shit.
It's like shit. Look, y'all know I'm a broken record. I want my anime announcement, but I got to tell you, I have the feeling that, especially with this arc, they've been amping up the action. Yuto Suzuki always figures out how to top the action.
Man.
I feel like at this point, potential animation houses are looking at this Assassin Con arc, which is way down the line, mind you, but they're just saying no. They're like, we don't have the capacity. I said we don't have the capacity, right? The Nagumo Gaku fight alone is going to cause a massive carpal tunnel flare up, bro. Just I because dude, think about it. Someone, whether it be CGI, hand drawn, someone's gonna have to deal with that high school reel, the fucking drive the motorcycle while web slinging across a bridge, the fucking segue up the plane, the fucking Osalagi web slinging into the highway, the fucking just last chapter alone, the fucking 1 inch punch is the chopper blowing
Hmm.
up, the fucking shot put cannon, like the rail gun. It's just
You said
Uh,
spider swinging the bridge. Yeah, that was the first
yeah,
one you said. Yeah.
yeah, like just that, and that's just recency
The
bias. Like
sniper
that's
fight in the city.
the sniper fight in the sea, fucking wanted times 12, right? Like
He spun a bullet through
a
the axle of
tire.
that wheel. Yeah, through that tire, through the inside of a tire.
Oh my god. Somebody's gonna have to animate. Somebody's not seeing their kids, bro. Anyway, I want my anime announcement, but what I'm saying is I understand why there hasn't been one at this point. It's like if I'm an animator looking at Sakamoto Days, you think they're just like, hey, yo, kill me.
Yeah,
oh man, never
kill me.
mind.
Fuck
It's
him.
like, I ain't doing this. You know how
It's
many
like that
birthdays I already
RDC
missed?
World skit. He was
Oh
like,
yeah.
I'm tired that you want to shoot me. He was like, Alexa, right?
Julia, right?
Julia,
Yeah.
right? Julia, right? That's your daughter's name, right? Like, oh, man, come on, man. Don't do
Don't
this.
do this. He just lifts up that was sinister as hell. But we digress. Look, that man Gaku leaned forward with his controller and entered into his zone. Domain expansion. Speed run.
Overtime.
That,
No, he did domain expansion overtime. Like, what's his
bro,
name?
he's like that's fucking crazy, bro.
I mean,
Like,
that's how I took it when I saw it. My bad.
yeah. No, you're good. You're good. Um, he said, "Isn't that your Uber outside?" And
Damn.
I don't know if knocked is the right expression to describe how he got Nagamo into that car. Blasted,
Blasted him, knocked him.
Cyclops, optic blast. I don't know, bro. Like he just
He rocked
entered.
his shit for sure.
Yeah, yeah. He just made quick work of the Swiss Army swords, like shattered them. I can't help but wonder if he hit speedrun mode when he fought against Mr. Takamura. Because if he
Mr.
did,
Takamura alive.
yeah, well, if he did, Mr. Takamura is a whole different monster than we had previously anticipated. Uh, that sequence when he like kind of leans forward in his control and he's like, "Hey, no, it's cool. Whenever I have a life-threatening injury, it just feels like a timer's running on, and I just got to beat it before the timer's up." That reminded me somehow of you remember in Baki was it season one, like basically the first part of the serialized manga when he goes into the mountains to find the Yashizaru,
Oh yeah.
and there's that part
After
where
he
he
fight, is
jumps off.
that before or after he fights Gaia?
Ooh, I think it might be after,
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but he does that thing where he jumps off the cliff to get the death focus.
Right.
That's what it feels like Gaku just did to me for some reason.
Oof. Yeah, I could see that.
It's crazy, but hey, Sakamoto running fast and his face rippling
Oh my
from, I
God.
guess, the G forces of his own run, and the wind
That shit was funny to me.
is always funny. R.I.P. Nagamo? Question mark.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. Because we can't assume it's 100% because he is a fox-eyed dude. He is a trickster dude.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look great though, but we just can't assume it's 100% because this is the Sakamoto Days world. We've seen people come back from much worse. But we've also seen people be gone in this series too. Also, when did Slur just get there? Has he been there the whole time, just
Yep.
hiding in plain sight? And who's in control right now? Is it Leon or is it Uzuki?
See
Asking
that shit when he
Gaku,
came in the room.
uh, asking Gaku if he can still fight. Probably. It's still crazy though. I can't help but wonder if Akira's somewhere on campus too. I just think like the shit in this series is just going too hard right now. If I can't believe that's something I'm actually saying, but it's just going too hard right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
I still got questions about Amane Yotsumura, right? The father son. Will they finally get that face to face? I'm wondering right now how Shishiba is faring against Haruma and Kumanomi because he was fighting them both at the same time, which
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's great. Maybe Osaragi shows up and gives him support because she's insanely strong too. Um, but are there other members of the order who are sprinkled around the campus? Are they going to reveal themselves? Because we've seen Sniper Guy, we've seen Shishiba, Osaragi, Takamura, Nagamo, Hio, RIP. Are there any more members we don't know about? Right. Um, I can see this arc ending on a sad note with just members of the order being seriously depleted, which could very well be like the darkest before the dawn type scenario. And somehow Sakamoto gets recruited back into the order in some way, shape, or form. Although maybe not recruited, but somehow gets like adjacent to the point where they accept his help. Um, I don't know. We might as well just take this to a worst case scenario with what we have right now. Because you like if the bad guy boss is on the field and he's asking homie casually, even though he sees him beat up if he can fight, that makes me think he's got confidence that they can win. I don't know what it is about that, but I feel like that's a trope somehow. Um
I can
yeah.
see it.
And I think this is just a precursor where they're just gonna take a few more knocks on the good guy side, and it ultimately sets up the battle between the Sakamoto crew and the Slur crew. Crazy chapter as per usual. Fuck man. I don't it's hard to see this like my predict this is not my notes. This is off the top. I think the CEO of the JAA, Asaki, is gonna get got.
Hmm.
I think. I feel I have a strong feeling that he might get got because Nagamo is even like, you know what? It's probably a bad idea to just, acquiesce to Slur's wants or whatever, but let's send him into that one room real quick and let's see if I can handle because he went into the battle with Gaku thinking that he was gonna handle it, right?
Shit,
Uh
Sakamoto thought that too.
so it's like I can see the JA taking a massive L on this arc. But I could also see it setting up a bigger battle down the line, personally. I, I don't know. Maybe I need to retract my statement about Asaki dying, but it's not going to end well. That's what I think for the good guys. What do you think? Maybe it's just Jujutsu Kaisen rubbing off on me, but I'll pass
Hey,
it over to you, Matt.
hey, shit, I agree. Like, damn, like, are the villains about to win? Is that what y'all up to? Is that how you about to start cooking Yuto Suzuki? But listen, we got part two of Gaku and Nagumo. This shit was still crazy. The invisible sword, ceramic situation, the fact that this dude do this video game shit in his mind, the also just instantly putting that death flag on Nagumo, like, oh, like, if they're fighting the order, like, I know what level they are, because it's like, okay, now that we just seen immediately after saying that Nagumo quote unquote dead, right? Or at least is down for now. We'll
Yeah,
say he's out for right now.
yeah.
Injured on the field. He's off the field. Like, what's about to happen with Shishiba? Because he's still fighting right
Two of
now.
them. Let's find the
Yeah,
nigga that
like,
turned a skull into a cannon and the one that uses magnetism. So good
yeah,
luck.
like, so this shit ain't looking good, bro.
It's not yet. It's
This shit
not
ain't
looking
looking
great.
good. That's all I can really say for real. This shit ain't looking good. Mm.
That's a
Do you got anything else you want to add on that?
other than that might be a good segue for Chainsaw Man.
Talking about shit ain't looking good. We got chapter 153, Chainsaw Man Hunters. I'm just gonna start with this.
Something
People
about that tone.
stupid. People are fucking dumb. This was somehow the stupidest chapter I've ever read, but also the most realistic chapter I have ever read of a manga of like hive mind, just groups of goofy ass people.
Mom frenzy, yeah.
Mob mentality. This was borderline some Jane. Never mind. So look,
What?
we got chapter 153, Chainsaw Man Hunters. So as we already know, Denji is already, he done transformed, and everybody's like kind of scared, and he's like, y'all don't trip. I'm not, the bad guy here. I'm gonna kill the other devils. These niggas start stabbing him with spears.
Mhm.
He's like, yo, what's the deal? Like I kill the devils. It's like, Nah, you don't be killing the devils though, like, cause it's people that's turning into chainsaw men because of you. Like, yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm the good one. They like, nah. This dude was like, a chainsaw came out my wife's head, so I'm gonna kill you, and then she gonna be better, I guess. And he's like, there's no real proof on that. Like, there's no numbers to back that statement. No one knows this, bro. They threw a net on this man. This nigga said your friend ate my grandpa, and it's like, bro, I'm not. I don't think like you guys are missing the point. If a guy is eating demons, he's obviously not friends with them. But sure. So they stabbed him, they threw a net on him, they trying to set him on fire. And then Lil Maki will pull up. Niggas make the first mistake. Get off me, brat. Throw the backhand on her. She like, get off him. He my family. Somebody else try to grab her, talking about some, you little, you shouldn't be around this. Denji just go ahead and cut one of these niggas' hands off. I ain't gonna hold you. He definitely was trying to be real understanding of these people. And I felt like it was kind of brave of them on their part because do y'all understand the nigga has a chainsaw coming out his face and out both his arms, and y'all just stabbing him with sharp shit and just threw a net over him. Like he's chilling. You think he can't have you seen what a chainsaw can do to a net? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about right now? Somebody tried to get a lighter to set this man on fire, and then they try to tell her, Lil Makima, that Chainsaw Man is not her family no more. Mistake. Instantly uses her control powers and starts to takes the very first person that the person that grabbed her and has now turned that person into one of the people she's controlling with her control devil power. So she tells
Mm-hmm.
Denji to run. She's probably about to turn this mob in on itself. And to be honest, fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also Gary B. Crazy. So that's pretty much the chapter. And I will pass it back over to you, TJ.
Uh, I feel like this chapter was also like Lil Makima, Nayuta, accepting Denji for who he is, low key. Be like, all right, this is who he really is. This is who he's shown me to be. So let me at least support him because I don't want him to die. And ultimately she helps him escape from these humans who turned on him because of that hive mind, that mob fucking frenzied state that they're in. I don't really have much to add, man. Matt, you kind of covered it all. This is definitely going to make Chainsaw more powerful if it's still to like got to line up with a Famine's plan of increasing fear of him and of War Devil because they're definitely scared of this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the net and the spears, that was just stupid by any measure. Um,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
right. Sit your
know,
dumb ass down.
bro. That voice, what? Who is the dude black who does his dub voice? Because
No, it just sounded good though.
it sounded too good. I'm like, who authorized him to say that? um, excuse me. I don't know where it's going right now, and by where it's going, I don't mean the overall plot. I mean like this specific storyline where this will end with Denji going crazy and just slaughtering a bunch of humans. I don't know if that's the plan, but part of me is still kind of like, all right, I know what the end goal is here with, the fourth sister death being on the horizon. I'm just like, how do we get there? Because in the grand scheme of things, I don't know if what's happening right now is the highest priority item. I'd like to see just some hint of either the final boss or Black Chainsaw Man. Well, I shouldn't say Black Chainsaw Man. Dark Chainsaw. No, well, I guess they officially said there was like a Black Chainsaw and a Red Chainsaw. Black Chainsaw Man, or what's up with Denji's past? What is Pochita? I'd like answers for that. Um, but yeah, that's me. Still a wild ass chapter.
Very.
Yeah. What was your favorite chapter this week, Matt?
Sakamoto, without question.
Uh,
Sakamoto Days. What about
yeah.
you?
Versus the
Okay.
other series by one dropped sometime this week. It's usually like the 25th, 26th of every month. They drop some. But man, that shit is cooking. That's all I'm gonna say. I got Bryce to read it. I'm gonna get you to read it too, man. And trust me, once I get done with Kangan, I'm hopping on Dan to Dan again. I'm gonna fucking catch up.
Yeah, I feel
But
you.
but yeah, crazy ass versus chapter. Um, Topic of the week. Give any 5 manga characters a nickname. They don't have to all be from the same series. What you got, Matt?
Okay. We
He
got
already full disclosure, we already do this. Like,
right. It's
yeah.
like we uh literally call damn near every character different things all the time. Like I was telling TJ off air, like I don't even know the Dark Chainsaw Man's name. I've been calling him Denzel because that's what Bryce called him. Like I don't actually know who dude is. Um, I think, and I also think we give nicknames mostly to like not necessarily stuff, but like to objects and stuff. Like we was calling that glove that Sheen got the power
On the
glove.
Nintendo Power Glove,
So
yeah.
yeah, he got that power glove on him. Uh, I got one that I coined specifically, me specifically that I coined. Nobody else came up with. Anxiety youngster
This
from
nigga. This nigga. I was gonna let that slide. Like, into my
Oh,
face, dog. Like,
first nickname, even though it's not a nickname, a real hero.
oh, that is you 100%. I even asked you for permission if we could put that
Hey, you can.
on what's his face.
That's true heroism.
Yeah.
A real
Uh,
hero, Lemillion. That's one of them for me. Um, Hold on, I gotta pull my list up. I definitely thought I had it off top of my head. I don't. 1 second. 5 main characters. Okay. Me and my brother used to call Hercule Larry.
why? I want to know why.
Because when he got older in GT, his hairline was
Because the
pushed back.
hairline was gone.
He looked like this dude on our block that fixed cars.
Larry.
I laughed because the first thing said Hercule Larry. I was like, damn, I remember that shit.
That's hilarious.
Oh, um,
Larry.
I'm telling you, that's what he looked like. With because the hair was pushed back, but it was still like kind of nice hair. Um, this one isn't from a manga, but it's from an anime on Black Lagoon. I forgot the main character's name, but I call her well, her name is Revy, but I'll be calling her Pistol Shorty.
It's too short.
But she always got 2 guns on her. Always. I mean, Revy is known for her 2 pistols. I don't know. They actually call her something else. She got some other crazy nickname, but like, why would I call you the nickname they gave you? It's not my nickname. It's Pistol Shorty. Uh, I did steal one from y'all from because I still don't, and I only put this because I don't know his name. Uh, Humpty Hump from
Oh
Jujutsu
yeah,
Kaisen because I don't
Takaba. Takaba.
Takaba. Yeah, see, I
Yeah,
didn't know.
Hump is
I
crazy.
don't actually know his name, bro. Um, and my last one was when I was younger, I used to call Taguro fake Broly.
I see it. Shoulders. I see it.
Yep, fake
I
Broly.
see it.
He's like, bro, but he a different character. I'm like, no, he fake Broly because like it's weird. Like your eyebrows connect to your fucking
That was,
collarbone. That's
yeah,
weird.
that's really fucking weird.
That's weird, bro. That's not hard. You
I
fake
still,
Broly.
I still think real Broly from DBZ, the fucking face ripping when he transformed,
Woo.
nightmares. I got an honorable mention for you because you coined this because I still think about it every day and it made me and my wife laugh super hard. But calling Sakamoto Tom Brady with a pistol is
He's nice with it
first
though.
ballot Hall of Fame.
Tom Brady with a
Like,
pistol.
like, just, do you remember saying that, dude?
I
'Cause
don't even
I was
remember
like
saying shit. I'm
off
not
the
gonna
top
stunt.
of the dome, and I was like dead for 5 minutes. Like, uh,
You be getting
Uh,
active, man.
I got like two from Sakamoto Days. One you already mentioned. Young face mask for Mafuyu because
Mm-hmm.
and then anxiety youngster for Akira. It's like we didn't know her name for the longest. I think
That's all we called her.
we got Mafuyu's name and we just forgot it, like
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't intro him early on. Um, or maybe it was Natsuki who I forgot we got introed early on, but young face mask anxiety youngster for Sakuna. It's me. I'm niggas.
I'm niggas.
I keep calling him that in my head now. Dude is a perpetual problem. Um, for Mikazuki, him. I know this was like manga
Mm-hmm.
characters, but it's like, come on, man, Mika, him. Just he was that dude
That's
till
fair.
the very end. Guts. All my life, I had to fight.
Man,
like,
everyday struggle.
like seriously,
Fucking strife incarnate.
seriously, dude.
God
Like people are
damn.
like, how come he doesn't get to be happy? Have you read like the
There's no happiness
series?
to be had.
Like oh
Why
my
he can't be
god.
happy? There's none there. He
Like
can't. Where?
bleak. It's like it's just bleak, bro. Like anyway. Uh then my last one was Johan. Peace was never an option.
Peace was never an option, aka Baby Hitler.
Hey, just yeah, I got no honorable mentions. Oh wait, shit, I accidentally did six. Damn
That's
it, dude,
true.
I thought I did five. I'm really trying, y'all. Like I'm really trying, and I fucking can't count apparently because I added Johan, but that was me. And of course,
We'll
like
see.
he knows what he did there.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah. Um, Of course, there are probably like a bunch of nicknames that we probably made up on the spot. Bryce had a few. I remember which from Mercury he called the one dude Purple Rain.
Yep.
I guess I can't remember his name, but I remember the nickname.
Sadiq. We've been calling Sadiq Prince forever.
Yeah. Oh my God. Sadiq.
You really will get a nickname on an anime like quicker than in a manga because we don't actually a manga because we don't actually like read your name that often.
Right.
Like,
Like
but on the show, you can forget it.
uh but yeah, man. I think that brings us to a close. A little bit of a shorter episode today, but we should be back to some relative strength. Do you want to see what we got going next week?
Yeah. So next week we should be mostly back up, like TJ said. We should be getting Jujutsu Kaisen next
Yep,
week. We should have obviously another Sakamoto Days.
correct.
We believe it or not are getting Kaiju by then.
No, no
And
comment. I'm not,
hey, I
was
was like,
good note.
silence.
Good note.
Okay.
I was like, good note. Keep
Uh,
positive.
and we will also be doing Chainsaw Man and
Yes,
Hajime
sir.
no Ippo as well.
Yes, sir. So
And
we should have a good some good stuff
we
coming.
got pretty much everything. You right. It's not no excitement for Kaiju because them niggas could fuck around and give us a goddamn
Spin off.
art page and that'll piss me off.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then they have the
Ooh.
audacity to start a spin-off. But hey, hey, do your thing, I guess. I'm happy
Yeah.
for you.
Mm-hmm. And
Tyrese crying, congratulations.
for our topic of the week next week, our topic of the week is name an anime protagonist or supporting character that just ain't shit in WoW. This definitely was Bryce. This was
The way
definitely
it was worded,
Bryce.
it
Yeah.
leaves no doubt.
Who just ain't shit.
Yeah, that was a Bryce one. That should be a good
Yeah,
time.
damn, not he said a protagonist. So
Oh
house.
man,
Oh,
I know
anime.
who you guys are gonna pick on. I know who you guys are gonna pick on, bro.
A protagonist that ain't shit. Me?
Yeah. I know.
Huh.
Remember, there was a series that I was championing. You guys shit on the protagonist.
Nah, you know what? It's not but see, me don't even classify when I talk about I don't that's not the way I look at somebody that just ain't shit. He was just a fraud.
Oh,
He was just
ouch.
a fraud. That nigga was nah, bro. He was just getting his ass beat too much. But clearly that was not his role. His role was not to be on there to whoop ass because it would have affected the timeline and shit. But damn, nigga, weave something. Shit. Damn, that shit was pissing me off. But no, he doesn't even factor into me saying somebody that's like ain't shit. Like, it's probably like I'm thinking like a bad person. There was
But
definitely a period of time Yusuke wasn't shit.
yeah,
Have you watched the
the live action,
mm,
I did. I liked it.
I did too.
Uh, yeah. All right, man. Take us out.
Well, thank you guys for checking us out. This has been another episode of the Now Mind You podcast. You can find all of us on social media. You can find me at Matt Hambrick. That's MattHambricktj.
I'm gonna hit you guys with the regular voice for once. Y'all can find me on Instagram at Tuss4Skate. That's TUSS number 4_SKATE. And y'all can find Bryce on Instagram at Ashe Onta. That's AXE_ONCA. And as Bryce would say, Bay Bay. Where can they find the podcast, Matt?
And they can find us at Now Mind You Podcast, wherever you get your podcast, wherever you get your social media, wherever you get your YouTubes. We are on all of those places. And with that, we will see you guys over in combat, or we will see you next week. Peace out. Be safe.
Peace.